Virgo, what's the word though, baby? What's up? I hope everybody is doing good, doing great. If you new passing through in the resonate, go ahead on and hit that bell, hit that like button. If you would like to book a personal reading, all of that is in the description below. If you want to book a personal reading though, DM me. All right? My platform is below. This is what you need to know, Virgo. Just a short little reading for y'all for the end of the month. What you need to know, maybe what you expect, that type of shit. So let's get it. Let's get to it. Virgo, what does too many? What does Virgo need? I'm getting anxious energy. That's why this is giving me very antsy energy. Like I can't wait. Like I need to do this now. Like impatient. Some of y'all could be experiencing some impatient moments. Virgo, what they need to know. It said, don't let your pride get in the way, too. Okay, your commitment is being tested. What do you need to release? So, Virgo, I feel like you could be so antsy because you could be knowing that something it's time to let something go. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. You could be antsy because deep down inside you know something is not for you, or you know something is unhealthy for you. And you may have been holding on to this secret, this thing. It's time to get right in the tank. You may have been holding on to this secret, this thing, this idea that has been really having a hold on you. It's like something that you can't shake. You could be experiencing something that you feel like you just cannot shake. Like you can't let it go. It's hard to, and it could be because you're committed to it. It could be because you have history with it. It could be because you known it for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? But you got, what do you need to release here? So it's something that even though you got history, even though you could be letting your pride get in the way. Because of the simple fact is that, oh, I known this. I've been here, you know? It's kind of like familiar. You like familiar things instead of like outgrowing things. Or just knowing when things, it's time to set ship, you know, sell ship. So why is your commitment is being tested here for Virgo? Why is your commitment being tested here? The World card. Because you won't let, I feel like you won't let lessons be lessons. You won't let cycles be cycles. It's like maybe you be trying to keep reiterating the same cycle, keep adjusting. It's like when you, okay, say, remember when you was a kid and you played that game and you all had to hold hands? It was like a circle when you was a child, right? And and the person had to find their way to get out. I think it was somebody in the middle, and then the person had to try to get out of the middle or something like that. It's kind of like, instead of you trying to get out the middle of the game, you just keep like adding more people so the arms could just hold. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you keep adjusting something, and spirit is like, no, that could be why your commitment is being tested, because you're trying to adjust to things instead of just letting things go. Okay? So we got the World. Why is the World card here? Why is the World card here? Devil energy. Yeah, you could be emotionally attached to something, or you could be just like physically, or, you know, just attached to unhealthy things, okay? But you know deep down inside, Nine of Wands, you know it's only so much more you can take. It's only so much more you can see yourself being in. You know what I'm saying? So why is the Devil card here? Both major arcanas. Ace of Wands. Okay, maybe you just very passionate about this person. Maybe you got some type of fairy tale life in your mind or in your head, or how you picture something, and that's what you're trying to uplive, okay? But I feel like while you trying to uplive it, it's not upliving. Like, the living is not giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to be giving. And it could be because you keep looking at things in a... Instead of like looking at things in a magnifying way, you keep looking at things in the bigger picture. And spirit is like, no, you need to get down and magnify this and see what the real root of the cause is, instead of trying to look at, well, you know, we'll get through it. We'll make it over. You know, it'll happen. Whatever is like bothering you in your life, it's like you're trying to adjust it. So say you and your kid, y'all don't see eye to eye. So instead of like maybe trying to get counseling for y'all, or try to like get an understanding of why your kid, it's kind of like you just be like, well, fuck it. Or it is what it is. Or, I mean, I try all I can do. And that could be very much possible. All of them could be very true. But it's like, at the end of the day, you still never stop being a parent, okay? So it's kind of like you got to try a little harder, Virgo, or just be more like, you know, consistent in your tries. You know, you may feel like, I've tried to reach out. I try to help him. I try to help her. I try to be this person. You may try, but being consistent plays a big deal in trying. Because I can try to ride a bike January, April, June, August. You see what I'm saying? I can try to ride a bike within them months. But if I'm not consistent on riding a bike within them months, I'm never, because from January to April, I could have been learned how to ride the bike. But me not being consistent fucked it up. You see, you get what I'm saying now? So what do you need to release? So what does Virgo need to release? Okay, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. World card is, I think, Capricorn energy too, I think. Capricorn, or it's an earth sign. I think it may be Virgo. I don't know. What do you need to release? Four of Cups. The need to feel happy all the time. You got to release that. The need to feel like, oh, I need to be happy. Or the need to feel like I need to be content. You know, we are humans. We go through hella emotions. We go through up and downs. We go through different emotions. You're not always going to have good days and you're not always going to have bad days. But you need to release it's like you need to release some type of satisfaction. Remember I just said, like, you could be living up to some type of fairy tale in your head. It's like you maybe need to release something like that. You need to release it because you're not seeing the bigger picture, okay? You're not getting down there with the magnifying glass and trying to piece it together. Instead, you trying to be like, well, we just gonna put all the cards together, shuffle them out, figure it out. Instead of like piecing, like, okay, it's like you making, you know how people be like, you making it harder on yourself? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. You just making something harder on yourself. Six of Cups. And it could because you just want, you familiar with something. You want something to be, you want something that you repressed, you want it to recur. Okay? So, like I said, so maybe you repress, maybe being with somebody. Maybe you repress working at a job. Maybe you repress, you know, your children respecting you. Maybe you repressing, you know, always the needing to be needed or always the needed. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's kind of like you want to be back into that world. Like you want to go back to that type of feeling instead of just realizing you have to feel to heal. Okay, because you went from the Four of Cups to the Six of Cups. So it's like you slowly but surely moving forward, but it's in a way of like a snail pace. Why is Six of Cups here? But you're not following your intuition with the King of Swords in reverse. You're not trusting yourself. You're not believing in yourself. You gotta, you know, love starts with yourself, self-love. So you have to give yourself grace. Okay, before you can give yourself whatever the fuck you trying to give it. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. What's the last messages for my Virgos? No, let's do the outcome. And then what's the outcome for my Virgos? And then we do last message. What's outcome in this situation? Walking away, Eight of Cups. Remember, what did I just say? I said you progressing and just in a slow pace. Four of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. 4, 6, 8. You see by twos. You see that? So it's slow. Maybe in 2 months you will officially, you know, release some type of fairy tale or some type of like thought that you have. It's kind of like a fixed sign. You know, fixed signs are Leos. Don't let your pride get in the way. Fixed signs are Leos, Scorpios, Tauruses, and Aquariuses. You could be in a fixed sign. Some of y'all could have a fixed sign, you know, moon. Maybe even a fixed sign rising. Okay? But it's like you could be letting something get in the way of your happiness. Okay? So let's do the last messages. Virgo. Last messages for Virgo spirit. And it's what they need to know reading. Last messages for Virgo and what they need to know. Okay. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Okay, so you could be trying to blame Tyrone. Like I said, remember I said kids earlier. You could be trying to blame everybody around you instead of blaming yourself. Like, you could be like, I'm not the reason for why my kids act like this. Or I'm not the reason why my job treat me like this. Or I'm not the reason why I don't, you know, associate with so-and-so. And you need to just put Put yourself in there too. I always, when I go through something, I'll be like, yeah, I am the problem. Because I know I play a part in some shit. I may not play a part in all the shit, but I play a part in some shit. So Virgo, you play a part in some shit. So that you not all goody two shoes either, okay? You got to realize you a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. And that's from spirit. You are giving too many fucks. Once again, blaming others for your shit. When you blame people, it just show that you too involved in how they feel or caring or what they need to feel or yeah. I mean, if you would have did, it's like you trying to get some type of validation for people that you associate with. Nobody owes you anything. Okay, nobody owes you anything. Let's just start there. One more for Virgo. What they need to know. If you are waiting for a sign, well, here the fuck it is. You hear spirit. You waiting for a sign, well, here the fuck it is. I'm out. Listen to it say, book a personal.